Hey everyone, it's Tommy from the Goalie Crease Network, and today we're going to look at the CCM Pro Goalie Stick. So, let's get started. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I've used Reebok and CCM sticks for quite a long time. And I felt like the last CCM sticks that I had were probably the thinnest paddle that I've had so far, and I like a really thin paddle, especially because my hands are pretty small. But at the same time, these paddles are just a little bit thicker. So if you are a goalie that likes a little bit thicker of a paddle, this is probably the stick for you. It's not as thick as, say, a Warrior paddle or a Sherwood paddle, but it's pretty close, and it's not as thin as that old CCM. And I know that some people were a little weary of the old CCM paddle because it was very thin and they thought it might break. I never had any durability issues, and I haven't had any durability issues with these either. In fact, I've actually taken a puck off the pedal right here, right where my finger goes, and you can see here there's a little bit of a ding, but really it's not that big of a deal. Now, I did remove a little bit of the back here just because I didn't want it to poke my finger, but it actually worked out really well, and I've still used this stick primarily ever since. So that's not a concern at all. Now, this is your typical foam core stick, so it tends to be extremely light, and so you can kind of see here it's just very easy to move about. It doesn't take any effort whatsoever to move it about. You can even, just with your fingers, have quite a bit of jump here, even though I'm not putting in barely any effort. So it's an extremely light stick, and I really like that because obviously you're already lugging around all this gear, so you definitely want a light stick. Now, even though your paddle is foam core, your shaft is wood. And I really like that because that's going to give you that extra durability for those pucks that go off the top. And you can kind of see here a few puck marks where I whacked the post on accident, and there's barely any dings whatsoever. And I've taken some pretty good ones. I think that one was a full-on slapper that just kind of went off the stick, and it didn't break it in half. So I'm very happy with that. Now, when it comes to the balance, now I'm going to qualify this because I've actually taken off about 2.5 to 3 inches on the end here, but it's an extremely well-balanced stick. So the way that I like it, it's balanced pretty much right about there, which is really nice. And that's where I really like it, and that way it gives you a really nice balanced feel for exactly where you need to be able to move that stick around. So that's what I like. Now, at the same time, this is my custom curve, which I'll kind of show you guys here. But this is one of the cool parts about CCM too, is that you can get your own custom curve. All you have to do is send them one of your old sticks, and they can replicate the length up here. They can even replicate the length of the shaft, and of course they can replicate the blade. And I think that's the best part. Now, I did think that they maybe had made this a little too square, because I do like a square blade, but these came almost sharp, really. But nonetheless, I could sand that down just a little bit, which is what I did up here, and it turned out really well. So, I definitely recommend picking these up, especially if you like the CCM sticks before. Again, these aren't as thin, but they still are just as durable. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and good luck, and I'll see you out on the ice.